Good morning, beautiful friends. I'm so excited to jump on here and chat with you. Um, I'm going to just give it a quick minute and then we're just going to get started. So, this is a topic I'm so excited to talk to you guys about. Morning routines has been something I have done a lot of looking into because I'm not a morning person. And so I'm super excited to share with you the importance of morning routines. Good morning, Kate. I'm so excited to chat with you, by the way. Last video, I did not see like half the comments, so I apologize. If I don't see your comment and I don't respond, it's not because I don't love you. It's probably because I didn't see it. Comments look good. I look like I can see them. So I'm going to just jump right into this, you guys. I like to keep them short so you can come back and watch them if you're watching on the replay. Or if you want to tag someone that you're like, I know they could really use this. I want to keep it short, so we're just going to jump right in. Good morning, all you beautiful, beautiful friends of mine. So morning routines. Why is it a big deal, right? Why does the top 1% stress that morning routines are one of the most important things that keep them on their path to success? Crazy, right? I did not know this until I really started doing some digging into morning routines. I just thought it was something that we're supposed to do to help like our mind and keep us happy. No, morning routines are actually a habit that the top 1% talk about. That is a foundation to their success and a big piece of their success. So, we're just going to start talking about nighttime. So when do you go to bed, right? And when you go to bed, what are your thoughts before you go to bed? Are you thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. Like, oh, I'm dreading waking up. This is not going to be fun. If you go to bed with that mindset, you guys, you're going to wake up tired. You're going to wake up feeling like you're not going to be stoked to wake up and be like, I can take on the world. So it's really important to think about what you're putting in your mind before you go to bed, and it's really important to think about what your thoughts are before you go to bed. So for me, I usually try to stay away from my phone and my computer for an hour at least before bed, and I just like to spend that time with like my family, my husband, reading a book, something that's like good, and I try to just get away from technology for a little bit, right? And then when I am laying in bed before I go to sleep, the way I tend to fall asleep is praying about things that I want to see or visualizing how I want my life to be, right? Visualizing, feeling like what it's like to already have these things done, right? If I'm like, I want to be making $40,000 a month, what does that feel like? And you need to visualize something to you that feels tangible. So for me, visualizing $40,000 a month feels tangible because of the things that I've done, right? If for you, it's visualizing $2,000 a month, right? Or attracting boss babes in your downline, or whatever, feeling healthy. It doesn't matter what it is, right? It's what you want. Visualizing those things before you go to sleep, as you're falling to sleep, thinking about something positive, thinking, I'm so excited to wake up tomorrow and start a new day with new potential. Like my life could change tomorrow. I'm so excited. And you go to sleep with those thoughts, you're going to wake up and be like, I'm stoked. Let's wake up. Let's do this, right? So just make sure that you're aware of your thoughts before you're going to sleep, that you're not just like dreading the next day or you're feeling like, oh, I really am not looking forward to it, because that's going to really affect how you wake up. So when you wake up, so this is obviously personal choice. For me, I was used to waking up at about 8 or 9, and I am setting my alarm now at 6:30. I started with 15 minutes and would move it back 15 minutes. And you can do that if you wake up at, say you already wake up at 6 because you have an early morning. Set your alarm clock back 15 minutes, right? And then go to sleep maybe 15 minutes earlier. If you don't control your schedule, you guys, your schedule will control you, right? If you don't take control over the things that you're doing, you're going to get distracted. You're going to be scrolling on Instagram. You're not going to have that clarity, right? Once we talked about clarity yesterday, so it's like you figure out what you want. Now, this is where you make it important and you make a plan to attain those goals. So it's really important to take control of your schedule and know what you're doing and when you're doing it. And I even schedule like my downtime. I schedule when I'm with my kids. Like I schedule, because if I don't, I'll just continue to work, right? Or if I don't schedule, okay, I'm waking up at 6:30 and this is what I'm going to do during that time, during my morning routine, then I'm not going to get up and do it, right? So I am not a scheduled person. I'm not like a strict, I'm kind of just like a ooh, let's just do whatever we feel like doing. That's like how I'm wired. So for me to write a schedule was really hard. I will actually pull up my schedule really quick and talk to you guys about it. So this is kind of my schedule. I say 6:45 because I know I'm going to hit the snooze button, right? So 6:45, wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, drink a glass of water. This helps wake me up. So I set my alarm across the room and put my phone across the room. So when my alarm goes off, I have to get up and it's already, so my alarm is literally like right here and my bathroom door is right there. So that allows me to get up, go straight to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face. And once I've done that, possibly shower if I shower in the morning or if I shower at night, that, whenever I shower. And then that gives me time to be like, okay, I'm awake. 7, I spend time reading my Bible, sitting in silence, just having quiet time, and no phones. Like, I don't check my phone. I literally turn my alarm off and that's it. And then I go. 7:20 is when I do my visualizations, my affirmations. So like, you're capable of handling everything that comes to you today. I know it sounds kind of wacky, but try it, read about it. It really does work. 7:35 workout, 8:10 read a book, 8:30 journal, 8:45 do a load of laundry and clean one room. 9:15 breakfast, another glass. I literally schedule my glasses of water, you guys, because if I don't, I'm not going to drink anything all day. Breakfast, glass of water. 9:30 post on Instagram, my account. 7:45 check notifications, emails, blah, blah, blah. And then I start my day at 10, right? And then I have my day scheduled from 10. So I have my morning routine completely scheduled. Because, you guys, if I don't, again, I'll wake up and just be like, I'm tired. Oh, I feel like doing this. Or like, I'll just get distracted, right? And so your morning routine can look however you want it to look, right? If you know that's your only time to get work done, then get work done. If you know that's your only time to read a book, if you're wanting to write a book, right? And that's your only time, you get up early, you work on your book for half an hour, you schedule it, right? If something's important to you, you'll remember. For example, we always go, oh, I don't remember that person's name. I'm so bad with names, right? If that person had $100,000, you'd remember their name. It's really what do we choose to make important. And also, so this is another thing. There's this thing called decision fatigue, right? Decision fatigue. I know it sounds crazy, but your brain is only capable of making so many decisions in a day before you become fatigued. You have, your temper sparks up, all these things, right? If you can relate and you have decision fatigue, feel free to give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know I'm not alone over here. But we can have that, you guys. You can make so many decisions and then your brain finally is like, I can't make any more decisions, and it shuts down, right? So that's why it's important to create success habits. Because when something is a habit, your brain doesn't use the capacity to make a decision because it just knows I'm going to do this. So you don't use decision making and you don't use your willpower in order to do these things, right? So that's why I'm like, we're talking a lot about success habits because it frees up your mind to make decisions on other things. You don't get fatigued by the end of the day. You don't feel like short-tempered, forgetting things, stressed out, because the things that lead you to success are already habits and your mind doesn't have to use willpower on those things, right? So that's why I'm talking about morning routines are so important. We look at someone and we're like, oh my gosh, they're so smart, or oh my gosh, they're doing things that I can't do, or oh my gosh, we compare ourselves, right? We're like, I could never be that smart. I could never do that, right? That's not true, you guys. I don't think my comments are working. Oh, here we go. Comments are working. Okay, I'm catching up on comments. So we compare ourselves to other people, right? The truth is, you could do what they were doing. It's just not as important to you as it is to them, right? Like, that's like me looking at someone at the gym and saying, oh my gosh, they're bench pressing all that weight because they're so strong. I could never do that. You could. It's just a matter of going to the gym and actually doing it and working out and building those muscles. The brain's the exact same way. It's the same thing. If it's important to you, you'll do it. So when it comes to waking up, you guys, so many people are like, oh, I can't wake up that early. And in my mind, I'm thinking, you just don't want to wake up that early, right? And this may sound harsh, and I don't mean to come across as harsh. I just mean to say, like, sometimes we have to call it what it is, right? Sometimes we have to sit back and be like, if we're not doing the things that we want to do, and that's why I started yesterday with clarity, because if you gain clarity and you're like, I really want this. This is really important to me. I really want this. you will wake up earlier. You will instill some sort of work time. You will make things important. And the morning routine. So the reason I stress morning routine and it being so important is because when you wake up, that is like the start to your day. They've done studies on people who, if they have a morning routine, they are less depressed. They are less like stressed and anxious through the day. And we're talking morning routine without cell phones. So I'm saying don't look at your phone. Our phones control us, you guys. Like technology controls us. And it really, they call it, what did they call it? It's like technology dementia, because we rely so much on our phones and we compare ourselves so much on our phones. We're always looking at what other people are doing, and you're taking up your mind's ability, right? And you could be using that ability and that space in your mind on something else that's going to grow and benefit you, right? So it's so important, you guys, to be able to kind of leave your phone, because you don't want to start your day either comparing yourselves. You're going to get on Instagram, you're going to see all these girls with six-pack abs and their happy families and their clean houses and, oh, I love my husband. And you're going to be like, it's 9:30 and I just woke up and I have to go to a job that I hate. Like, and that's not good. You don't want to start your day like that. If you start your day with a morning routine, it gives you that clarity. It gives you motivation. It gives you a sense of peace. So through your day, you can handle things better. It gives you time to feed yourself. So I read my Miracle Morning, really good book, gets really good, I think around chapter 7. Took a while for me to kind of get like into it personally. If you've read it, let me know. But basically this guy talks about he lost everything during the 2008 market crash. He got in a car accident, lost his girlfriend, just like his life fell apart, right? And so he's the one that invented My Miracle Morning. You don't have to do this exact routine. Just getting up early, setting a routine, that's a great place to start. But the way he does it is it's called savers. And so yes, it's like get up, go wash your face, brush your teeth, drink a glass of water. Those are all important things. But then you start your savers. So S is for silence or meditation. For me, that's when I spend time reading my Bible, because, we can get into a whole conversation about meditation. But I spend time reading my Bible and sitting in silence, meditating on the things that I read. A is for affirmations, so speaking affirmations. So these are things like, I attract money easily. So if you feel like you don't attract money, or you feel like you struggle with money, or you feel like you struggle to bring in money, or you feel like you're not good enough, or you feel like you're not healthy, speaking these things, right, start to build these pathways in your mind so that when you feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, you're like, no, I am. We tell ourselves affirmations all day long, you guys, when we're like, oh, I'm not good enough. That's an affirmation. When you say, oh, I'm too fat, that's an affirmation. You say, she's better than me, that's an affirmation. Those are affirmations. We're just doing the opposite, right? We're speaking positive things. We're speaking life over ourselves and not speaking all the horrible things that we tend to speak over ourselves throughout the day, so that we can learn to have better affirmations, right? So speaking positive affirmations, that's A. V, so silence, affirmations, visualizations. So visualizing is like your vision board, right? Or visualizing how you want your life to be like. It also helps you to gain clarity, right? Knowing what you want to do, and kind of, to me, I'm like, it's putting out what you want to do. And if you're like, well, that's not, because we all know, like, I'm a Christian, right? Not saying everyone here has to be a Christian, but for me, I look at the story of Jacob. I've talked about this a lot. The goats, they look at the sticks with the spots in them, and then they make babies with spots. It's biblical to me. So if it's biblical and rooted in the Bible, I'm all for it. And then if you're not Christian, you can look at, everybody kind of practices it in like the spiritual world, right? So you visualize what you want for your life, what you want your life to be like. You can so there's 2 great books on this: Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and The Science of Getting Rich by Napoleon Hill. He actually talks about a practice where you write down, I, Alexandra Marie Hogg, am going to have $1 million by June 2020 and I will sacrifice scrolling on Instagram. You write out your name, what you're going to have, by when, and what you're going to sacrifice to do this. And you read it every night before you go to bed and every morning. That counts as visualization. And there's a whole bunch of science behind why that works. So if you want to talk more about that, send me a message, or you're free to read the book. Awesome book. So visualizing. Then E is for exercise. So there's an app, I've talked about this. It's called 7M. It's a women's app, and it is absolutely amazing because it is a 7-minute workout. And I know a 7-minute workout is not like, you're not going to have six-pack abs and be super buff by then, but it gets my blood flowing, makes me feel good about myself. I'm like, I worked out, I feel great. Going on a walk, having time in silence, again, not like bringing your phone and checking your emails and notifications, just kind of like having that time. And then, so exercise, and then R is reading. So reading, we all know I'm big on reading. Will Smith says the two most important things he's learned to do in his life are read and run. And Will Smith is absolutely amazing. He has really become a motivational kind of person, he's grossed, I think like 3.6 or 2.6 is one of the two, like $1 billion over, he's been featured 37 films, I believe. So it's kind of that, take advice from someone you trade places with. I trade places with Will Smith, so I'm going to trust that reading and running are good things for me. And then S is scribble. So it's journaling. But the thing is when he talks about journaling, he's not talking about like, dear diary, I hate my life. Like, he's talking about reading is, or sorry, I just was reading your comments and got so distracted. So scribbling, like scribble things like that you're happy about, scribble things that you're thankful about for your journal. Keep it positive. You want to stay really, really positive as you're kind of, going through these things, because it's, again, where is your mind? Where's your focus at? Where is your mindset at? And so basically my question to you guys is how do you start your day? You don't have to drop it in the comments. If you want to share with us, obviously this group's a super safe place for everyone. This group is a place of community and support. So if you want to share, you're more than welcome. How do you start your mornings? And is it important to you to start your morning earlier? And my challenges to you guys is start a morning routine. So my challenge for today, yesterday was to gain clarity, go sit down, think about what you want. Today it is to write down on paper what your morning routine should look like. Write it down. Again, if you're wanting to accomplish something specific, like you want to write a book, but you work a full-time job and you don't have time to do it in the mornings or the evenings, set your alarm back 15 minutes, get up 15 minutes earlier, spend some time writing your book. If your goal is to lose 20 pounds, set your alarm back 15 minutes, wake up, do a quick exercise, workout. If your goal is to be a total boss babe and that's your only time to work because you work a full-time job, get up, read personal development. Teach yourself how to have a morning routine, how to be successful. And I'm going to show you guys really quick. I'm going to grab my planner just to show you. So I actually just got this planner. So I write down my morning routine. It's on a Pages doc, and I print it out. So this is my planner. I love it. It's huge. If you enroll in my elite program, the elite coaching program, guess what? You get entered to win one of these, and I'm giving away 2. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm going to kind of go through this with you guys. So this planner, it's so important to have a planner, you guys, unless you're like, I schedule everything on my phone. I'm not a technology person. I don't like scheduling on my phone, even though it'd probably be easier because, I have it, but I like pens and paper. I like doing things on paper. So tons of motivational quotes in here, right? 12-month personal goals on this page, 12-month business goals on this page. So you write your 12-month goals, right? This is where it gets really cool. Top audiobooks for high achievers. So it literally has a list, and I have not read any of these. And I thought I read like everything, you guys. I've literally never read any of them. And so I'm really excited because I'm like, I thought I read all the books, right? Here's your month, like at a glance. Here's your schedule. So here's my schedule. You can see I have literally, this is today. This is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can see it has how much water you drink, exercise, and then a place for notes, and then notes and doodles. And over here you have your to-dos. And what's really cool, what I really like about this, you guys, I'm going to show you a couple things really quick. Last month, looking back, you guys don't have to have this planner to do this. Go to Target, get a cute one, but just write this stuff down. Last month, looking back, I accomplished the following. So it goes through all the stuff, personal, areas for improvement, like you rate yourself, like rate my month. And then next month, looking ahead. This is so good, you guys. It's so, so, so good because it's so important. It helps you, again, gain clarity. And if you have gained clarity, you can create a roadmap. Another thing I love about this, you guys, look, it comes with this in the back. It is your master prospect list. So you can write down, like, if you are recruiting, if you're in a business of recruiting or like talking to people, it has like name, phone number, contact date, follow-up date. Awesome. Everyone should have one of those, just like, even if it's on like an Excel spreadsheet. And then it's cool because it has 2 whiteboards in it. So it has a whiteboard on the front and in the back. So I really love this planner. Also, if you guys are like, I just want to order one of these, I have a 20% off coupon. I don't get anything. I'm not like, this is not like a paid ad. I'm just saying I really like this. Because also one of the things I like about it is it breaks your day down from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. So I go to bed at 11 and I wake up at 6:30. So the sweet spot for me, and this is where you have to find it for yourself, you guys, you have to find how much sleep you need. So I was thinking, why am I so tired when I'm sleeping from like 10 o'clock till 9 in the morning? I should wake up totally refreshed. I was way oversleeping for what my body needs, right? I did not need that much sleep. But for example, and sometimes you have to adjust this. Yesterday, we like went to the museum, we played volleyball, we were out in the sun, we were running around, we did a ton of things. We rode our bikes. And then I had calls almost every hour on the hour. So sneaking all these things in between calls. I had 2 hours free yesterday, and that's when I went to the museum. I was exhausted. Like by the time I got home at 9, I was like, I am a zombie. Like I cannot do this. I need to go to sleep. And so I went to sleep earlier, and I was still able to get up and do my morning routine and feel good about myself. And so that's the thing, you guys, is it is just so important to make sure that you are listening to your body and not pushing yourself past what it needs. And morning routines, you guys, can be really, really hard. That's why I'm not saying wake up an hour earlier and just suck it up. If you really want it, you can do it. No, like you have to be easy on yourself. You have to work with where you're at. So you want to just kind of start 15 minutes. If you're like, oh, I feel like I can do more than 15 minutes, maybe do 20 minutes. Just make sure that you're also going to sleep a little earlier, and make sure you're going to sleep with a really positive attitude and that you're like, I'm excited for tomorrow. And when you wake up, try to be like, don't wake up and be like, oh, I'm just starting getting out of bed. It's going to be cold. Like, like when you get out of bed, be like, I'm so excited for all the potential that like today could change my life. I could meet one person that could completely change my life. I could have one deal that could completely change my life. I could recruit one girl that could completely change my entire business. I could find one new customer that could completely change my business. Be open and looking. And my last thing, I know I want to keep them at 15 minutes. This is a little longer, but I'm going to make this quick. So somebody once told me that they kept getting these cards. Their sister gave them cards with pugs, right? Every year for his birthday, she would send him a card that had pugs on it. And he's like, I don't get this, right? So after a while of getting these cards, he started to notice pugs everywhere, right? And he's like, oh my gosh, there's a pug there, there's a pug there. Noticing like in the store, there's like pictures of pugs, there's cards with pugs, there's all kinds, there's pugs everywhere, right? The point of that is if you're not looking for it, you won't see it. If you're not looking for opportunity, you won't see it. Our mind though, obviously, I can't notice everything, right? Because you'll be overstimulated. Same with you. Like you can't notice every single thing, every detail, because your mind will be overstimulated. So it's a matter of focusing what you want your mind to see and being aware these are the things that I'm looking for. These are the things that I want to see. And then you'll see those things, right? So if I'm constantly looking for opportunity, if I'm constantly looking for ways to help people, I'm constantly looking for the good in life, the positives out of things, I'll find those positives, right? And it's amazing what happens, you guys, when you're looking for the positives. And okay, I said I was going to tell one last story. I'm telling one last story, and then I promise I'm done. Yesterday, we were supposed to have tenants move into our house in Colorado, and our tenants canceled, like bailed on us at like 5 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get a security deposit from them because we've never had a tenant bail on us, so we just like didn't think anything of it. And so my husband and I are sitting there being like, okay, we have 2 mortgages to pay now. And we don't know when we're going to find a tenant in our house. And what do we do? Like, and it was that moment where we came and we sat there and we had 2 choices: freak out and be really upset and panic and be angry and I really wanted to kind of send her a message being like, you're a really bad person. And like, I wanted to like do those things, right? Like I was so frustrated and mad because I'm like, you're kind of screwing like me and my family. Like you're totally kind of screwing us. But I chose to be like, you know what? I trust that there's someone better, and I trust that there's a better tenant for us, and I trust that it's going to be okay and it's going to work out. And you know what? Luckily, we have managed our money, so everything's going to be okay. Like, yes, this sucks. I'm not going to hold anger towards her. I'm not going to hold negative emotions. I'm just going to trust that something better will come along. And guess what? Not even 4 hours later, we found a tenant. And I'm telling you, we have our house listed really high out there for rent. And so it usually takes us about a month or two to find tenants. We usually list really early before the tenant moves out because we know it's going to take us a while to find someone that's going to pay what we're asking them to pay. Within hours, you guys, we had a new tenant. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, look at us, we're amazing. I'm saying that because if you're open and you're looking, good things come. If you like, I'm a Christian, right? So I'm going to talk about God. So if God is trying to give me blessings, but I don't open the door and I don't meet him halfway, how can he bless us? If you want to be successful and you're not willing to go halfway and do the work, it can't happen. There's a quote that says, people knock on the door of success and they're surprised when work opens. It's so true. It takes work. It takes, doing these things. It takes making, a morning routine important. It takes doing these things that positive attitudes, positive changes, attracting positive things. And Kate, I am really glad that it worked out too. Not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. But, okay, I'm gonna wrap it up, you guys. I went 10 minutes over. I'm sorry that I went 10 minutes over. This is just a morning routine to me, is something I'm so passionate about because I've seen my joy levels increase, my stress levels decrease. I've seen so many positive changes from it. I have worked with women and taught them morning routines and found morning routines that work for them. And I've seen so much positive change with them. So for me, it's something I'm very, very passionate about and that I love. So feel free to drop a comment. You guys, don't forget about the $100 cash giveaway that I'm doing. So if you're on Instagram, go on and post on Instagram what you learned this week. Tag me, Alexandra Marie Hogg. That's my name, and hashtag it where mindset meets strategy. And then if you do it on Facebook, just tag me or let me know that you did it. And also, ladies, just feel free to, if you want to share your morning routine, you can go post it in the main group and share with ladies what you're doing with your morning routine and how you're starting. Again, it's a closed group. It's a safe community of women. We're here to support one another. And if you're looking for more one-on-one mentoring, I have packages that start at $85 and go up to $1,900, depending on how much you want to turn your business around and how much coaching you need and your budget and all those good things. So feel free to reach out to me, send me a message if you want to book a call. Let me know. We can book a call and I can kind of chat with you about your business and different ways I can help you. I love you all. I hope that you have an amazing day, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to talk about limiting beliefs, stressors, triggers, your glass ceiling. So tomorrow is going to be another really good day that I'm super excited about, and I look forward to seeing you ladies then. So have a wonderful day.